as well. And so coming in as a nonprofit director, I immediately joined the West Hill Business Association. And they were so happy because people were tired, was basically it. And so with, I brought in lots of energy, and working with other people, decided that what are sort of the traditions of this community that we want to try to maintain. And one of those traditions was that there used to be a West Hill community fair that happened, and sort of in different, I understand, in different configurations. It was huge, and there was a parade, and they'd have a big festival in the park and different things, but no one had the energy to facilitate that anymore because it was sort of, people had left the community. And one of the things that's happened in the Skyway community, and Skyway, which borders Renton on the east side, Tukwila on the west side. It's the southernmost part of Seattle as you go up the hill on Renton Highway South. And so it very much is Tukwila, Renton, and this unincorporated area, an urban area in unincorporated King County, which represents about 17,000 people. And so, and basically, through my 17-year history, it has continued to have a smaller and smaller tax base. The county has not been able to take care of the roads and the sidewalks and the lighting. Many times, what I've experienced when I was there with the Boys and Girls Club was if we had a night basketball game and kids had to get home, if we didn't take them home in one of our vans, there was not sufficient bus services, just in terms of the flow of the buses that the kids could get to and from. And so it's sort of this community that nobody is sort of, has taken under their wings to make sure that it's a thriving. So one of the things that I was going to share with you is that it used to be a very thriving community, and what that actually is that many of the people who have lived there have subsequently moved on, and that much of the property now up there is rental property. And so one of the things that happens is when people leave their community and everything becomes the rental base, and that's one of the projects that we did through the West Hill Business Association, was try to identify, because there's lots of abandoned buildings, but try to identify who are the owners of these abandoned properties so that we can try to make connections with these people in order to get them to, beautify their buildings, to fix them up, or maybe even be willing to sell them or something. Because what happens is that a lot of people just hold on to property and they don't do anything with it, and then it becomes a blight and an eyesore to the community. And the first property that you will see as you go up Renton Avenue Hill is the grocery store that was the El Dorado, that's by Ezel's Chicken and everything. And Albertson owns that building. And so for about $60,000, we contracted with Burke and Associates to do a study of what we should do. And basically we looked at 4 different options. One was to annex it to the city of Seattle. The other one was to stay unincorporated. The other idea was to incorporate as its own city. And then the other idea was to annex to Renton. And so what we did basically was to look at what are the tax base. The biggest tax base there are the casinos. And that basically is only the tax base there.